Dear children, let us start. This is the second part of lesson 1. Okay, if you have not seen the first part, so you have to first watch that part, then you have to come to this part. Okay, so in first part I discussed about evolution of computers, what kind of devices came before the invention of the computer. Okay, and I have also discussed the generation of the computers, what was invented in different kind of generations, right? So in this part I will discuss characteristics of a computer. Okay, so characteristics of a computer, it means the properties of a computer, right? So as you know, computer system is better than human beings. How it is better? So these are some following, these are categories, capabilities. So we will discuss one by one. Speed. Okay, as you know, if I give some question to human being, so human being will take a lot of time to calculate that, to solve that problem. But if I give same problem to the computer, so of course that computer can give us the result very less time, within seconds. Okay, next is accuracy, right? So accuracy, you know, if I give the, of course, a problem to the human being, so there is a possibility the human being can do a mistake, can give us the wrong result. But if I give same problem to the computer, so there is a higher probability that computer will give us the right result. Okay, next, storage. So storage is, remember why we need storage, as we are having the brain, mind to store whatever we learn, to retain that. In same way, we need a memory or storage devices to the computer, so that whatever operations we are performing, that can be stored into the memory, right? Next is diligence. Diligence means how much we are doing a hard work. Of course, if we do some work, we need some rest. But in case of computer, we does not want any rest. Okay, and it does the work without committing any error. So this is diligence. Computer is also diligent. Next is versatility. Versatility means a computer can perform a different kind of task at the same time. Okay, if we ask to a human being, so a person can perform at one task, two tasks, or maybe three tasks, but not more than that at a time. Okay, but if I give this many number of tasks to the computer, so computer can perform at the same times many kind of tasks. Okay, so this is versatility, right? Next is power of remembering. So of course we can remember the data for very short period of time until we revise. But in case of computer, the computer can remember and can retrieve our data as per our requirement. Okay, so this is all about that characteristics of computer. Okay, I hope this is understood to you. Next is limitations. With these characteristics, there are some limitations of the computer also. Limitations means in that field the computer is unable to do the work. That is called the limitation, right? So first is computers cannot think. As we think, computers do not think, right? Whatever instructions we give, on that instruction computer performs the work. Okay, computers do not have any kind of instructions. Whatever we give, on those instructions computers work. Next is computers cannot decide what to do. Computers do not decide. We give the instructions, as per our instructions computers decide what to do. So this is also a limitation. Okay, next is computers cannot express their ideas. Of course computers do not have feelings. How computers will show their ideas? Okay, next, as I told, Computers do not have the feelings, right? Next is computers cannot implement any kind of work. It means we will have to tell to the computers, we will have to give the instructions to do certain type of task, to implement something, to do some work, right? So this is called the implementation means to adopt something, to apply something. Okay, this is called the implementation. So without our consent, computer will not apply anything, will not implement anything. Okay. Next, no feelings. As I told earlier, computers do not express their ideas because they do not have the feelings, no emotions. Okay, no knowledge, no experience. Computers only work as per our instructions, as per our direction. Right? So you can see in short it is given the limitations, some other, it depends on the user's input. It means whatever we give the input, whatever we give the instructions, as per those it works. Second, computers do not have any imagination. Okay, detect the errors in logic, cannot detect the errors in logic. We will have to give the instructions. Next, only expert user can work on it. Expert user means the user which can give the instruction to the computer and cannot take its own decisions. Decisions will be performed by the computer, but as per our direction. Okay, so this is all about the limitations. So in this part I discuss about that characteristics of computer systems as well as some limitations. I hope this will be understood to you, right? So what to do in next part, we will discuss some exercise questions. Okay, so you have to watch the first part as well as second part, and you have to note down some points, important points, okay, which I discussed, which I taught, and rest of the things I will discuss in next part. So thank you, thanks for watching.